Boys and girls, today we're going to be drawing a portrait of Frida Kahlo. Frida grew up in a very unique way. She had 6 sisters and she grew up in Mexico. When she was young, she was diagnosed with polio, which caused her right leg to be shorter than her left leg, which is why she wore long skirts. She started painting self-portraits after she was in a bus accident when she was a child, and she was forced to stay in bed for over a month. So her family put a mirror above her bed so she can paint herself. A very famous quote is, I paint myself because I am often alone and I am the best subject I know. I think that's pretty deep for a young girl to talk about. Frida expressed the pain she was feeling through her portraits, and she was proud of her Mexican culture, and it shows in her artwork. She uses bright, bold colors like you can see here. Hopefully these bright colors stand out for you. And she's celebrated in Mexico for attention to Mexican culture. She left a huge impact on the women of the world. All right, so let's honor Frida Kahlo by drawing our very own portrait of her. I know it looks kind of difficult, but I promise you it's done in crayon, and I did a little bit of watercolor for the background. So the first thing we're gonna do is draw her head, and it's going to be in the middle here. So starting on the left side, we're going to draw a line coming down like this. I'm drawing very lightly. This is her jawline, her chin, and then we're gonna come back up and then go up the other side. Then we're going to draw her neck. So we're just going to use 2 lines coming down like this. Now we will add her ears. The ears are going to be not up here starting, but about halfway down. Just a slight curve. It's important to add her ears because she's wearing her hair up, so we need to be able to see that. All right. Now we can draw just a very loose, light line, kind of closing the top of her forehead, top of her head, and it is curved. All right. Please remember to pause the video as often as you need to. I know sometimes I might go kind of fast. The next step is we will draw her eyes, and oops, sorry about that. Her eyes are kind of lined up with the ears. So we're going to use, if you need to, you can very lightly draw a guideline like this. You can kind of see mine. And just so you know, the eye will fall on this line. The curve on top, like this, and then another curve on the bottom. Remember, your paper is not glued down, so if you need to turn it so it's easier for you to draw, that's fine. Her irises, so we're going to use 2 circles like this. I did leave this area open just to keep it light. Now her nose should be kind of lined up with the bottom of the ear, so you can draw another guideline like this. And we're going to draw her nose coming down, and then kind of like the bottom of her nose. We're not drawing the entire thing. And then her lips will be down below. Her lips are nice and full. We're going to draw where her lips meet first so that we're creating a smile. And then we'll add the lip on top. And her bottom lip. right, very nice. So now I can kind of go back through and retouch anything I need to change or fix. Maybe the neck was a little too wide at first, so I can go back. That's looking better. So Frida has a very recognizable feature, is her eyebrow. She embraced it. She wasn't embarrassed by it. So that's how she was made, so that's what she chose. So the next thing we'll add is her, very lightly, just as a guide, I'm just gonna draw a couple lines in the middle. And then the eyebrows on the side. I am drawing extremely light, so that way when I do start coloring, I can kind of erase as I go. So I am going to draw a couple lines right here to show that's where her hair is pulled back. And then we can start adding her flowers or her roses. Now the roses, I have no fancy way of drawing roses. I just do kind of wiggly lines to create a shape that kind of looks like a flower. And then I just keep adding a couple more. Maybe put one up here. I could fit another. Beautiful. Then I will add her headband, this blue line you see here. That's gonna go towards her ear. And then we will add her hair around it. I'm just making it a kind of a wavy line so it looks like a braid. Photographs I've seen of her, she has had like a braid up as for an updo. All right, now we're going to add her jacket and her top. So at the top here, we're going to add a curved line, like it's a large collar on both sides, like so. And then kind of a loose line coming down. And then we'll add a horizontal line for her shirt. And then I added those details later with my crayons. Looking at the face, I do want to thin it out just a little bit, so I am going to bring my line in some. And then erase what I don't need. I might have to change the ear a little bit to fit. That looks better. The earrings I did add later with my crayons, so I don't have to draw it in pencil. But if you'd like to, I kept it simple. I just did a long line like this and then a round stone or whatever you'd like on the bottom. And then same with her blush, her rouge, I added that later with crayon. And that's right, friends, I did color this with crayons. You can kind of see my crayon strokes in there. I used a tan crayon and brown to add kind of a shadow to give her neck more depth. And then I used a scarlet color for her cheeks, brown for the eyes, black for the eyelashes and eyebrow. And then, yeah, I used peach and yellow to get this gold color, peach and yellow. Then I just used black here. I outlined the flowers with crayon and then went back through to add watercolors. Now remember, when I start coloring, in the video. You can pause it or just watch me color first and then color on your own. It's up to you how you watch it. I don't know what works best, but this is how I do it. So enjoy. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed painting the gorgeous Frida with me today and learning a little bit about her history. I'll see you guys next week for another video.